What's up, guys? Did you notice that I just changed my top to make you think that I'm filming on a different day? But actually, I just filmed my round 3 recap right now. So you guys probably watched that yesterday, but I'm here on the same day. So I have to go through 2 games where I didn't play very well. And honestly, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. The day that I played round 4, I had a very bad day. I fell down the stairs. It still hurts a lot. I also changed hotels for personal reasons. So it was a very stressful day. That's on me, fine. It's like, I should be able to block that out during the chess game, but sometimes things happen and my mood just wasn't good. So I just want to explain that to you. I'm not trying to make excuses. And actually, I don't need to make excuses because I played very well until the very end of this game. So I had the white pieces. My opponent is 1934 rated and he is an adult man. He's almost 50, okay? It's my first time this tournament playing somebody who is not 13. And I saw online my opponent plays the Sicilian. And for any of you who may know me, I don't know much theory. So I did prep. I prepped for the Sicilian. But of course, he did not play the Sicilian, because why would he play the Sicilian against me when he can play d6? I wanted to die. So 2 pawns in the center, of course. We are principled chess players, and knight to f6. And knight to c3, I'm not blundering my e-pawn. And knight bd7. Okay. So he is just waiting for me to make the commitments. Like, he is playing very non-committal. So here I can play moves like f4, f3, or whatever. I can bring the bishop somewhere, I guess. I just played knight to f3 because I thought that this is classical and normal. But apparently the engine really likes f4. I thought maybe it would have been a bit extreme, but... And now he plays e5, so this is like Philidor now. And I don't really know much about the Philidor because people don't play it. And so I thought, okay, he is just playing one of those old man openings, because that is what this is. Bishop c4, just putting the bishop on its best diagonal. And I think that everything I played was very normal for the opening. If somebody allows you to take the center, you should. I don't know any theory here. I'm out of prep, so I'm just figuring it out. And bishop to e7, and so I think he's preparing to castle. So I castle. He does not castle, he plays c6. There's not really a threat of d5, but there is a threat of b5, so a4. Again, I'm playing all the right moves. I do not want him to attack my nice, beautiful bishop. And then h6. And I think, okay, he does not want this. He's afraid of this or something silly. And so I was like, okay, well, I want to play bishop e3. I want to put my bishop here, but I don't want him to play knight to g4. So I play h3, very normal. Plays queen c7, still not castling. I play rook e1. And it's at this time he spends a little bit of time thinking. Because I've spent 10 minutes, he has spent 0. This is his prep. And he plays g5. And this is the point when I realize this is the black lion. And it's been a very long time since someone has played the black lion against me. And it's always a man. It's always a man of like a certain age demographic, because no one else thinks that this opening is cool. Like, there's a very specific subset of men who think this opening is cool, and I think everybody else just agrees that it's not, and it kind of just gives me the ick. But this guy did the right thing, because I hate the black lion, okay? I hate this opening. I hate playing against this opening. I hate feeling like I am on the back foot with the white pieces when I've done nothing wrong. I've played every move perfectly, pretty much so far. And yet, here we are. Time to defend. And this really just pisses me off about chess sometimes. And my coach was like, yeah, this is one of the reasons I stopped playing e4, because sometimes stuff just happens. I don't want to be playing a game where stuff just happens like this, okay? And so I am upset. I am visibly upset, probably, because when the photographers came around, they took the picture where I look very, very sad, and I hope you guys never see it, because I look like I just found out somebody died. And if you saw on the stream, I looked very unhappy, and I had already gone into this game in a really bad mood. So now I'm like in the worst mood of my life. So I was already in a bad mood, and now I'm in a worse mood because he plays g5. I don't know why he thought so long. He thought for like 10 minutes to play g5, when this is like key to the black lion. You cannot play the black lion without g5. So I don't know if he just had to like mentally psych himself up to play this opening, but like, okay. And so I played d-takes. The reason I played d-takes is I'm concerned at some point about takes and d5 with a tempo on the bishop bishop with the queen coming to h2, because I know that I'm in for a bit of an onslaught of attack on the king side. And so I decide to take. I don't know if this is better. Sorry, let me turn on the eval for you guys. It wants me to play a5 or d5 or b4. I actually did consider a5 many times, but not right now. I thought if d5, this seemed like a terrible idea, because what do we know about attacking on the flank? We know that you can attack on the flank and when the center is locked. So why would I voluntarily be locking the center? Okay, Stockfish. I take because I don't want him to have any like mobility here. I don't want I want his queen to suck, and his queen like kind of does suck now. And so bishop e3, and I just am deciding that this is a normal game of chess and there is not a pawn on g5. I wasn't sure here if I should like react to it. I was considering knight h2, which Stockfish is now telling me is like the best move. No, it still likes a5. a5, knight d2, or knight h2, okay. I was considering it, but I thought you guys would laugh at me if I played knight h2. And I almost started crying because I was like, why am I thinking about like what other people are gonna say about this stupid chess move in a stupid board game? But that's why I didn't play this move. And this is one of the cons to streaming your games and having people see them and see every choice you make. Because nobody likes to be attacked like this. I understand it's a game and I understand that it's just an opening, but it feels disrespectful when people play these hack attacks at you, when they see that you are 300 points lower rated and they expect you to just self-destruct. And so I felt like I had something to prove here. Even though I'm playing someone 300 points higher, I felt like I had to prove that I am not going to self-destruct. Sorry. But I thought g4 was coming. He did not play g4. He plays instead rook to g8, and now I played knight to h2 because it seemed not terrible. Only thing is I thought maybe he might play h5, and then I might have to play like knight back or something else. But he did not play h5. Here instead, he decides to reroute the knight over to g6. I think I have very traumatic memories of the Black Lion because in the first like year and a half I was playing chess because I joined my local chess club about a year in. There are quite a few guys who were playing this kind of chess, and it gives me the mega ick, to be honest. I know there will be people in chat like, you need to grow up, like it's just an opening, you're just mad because they're getting a good position. They're not even getting a good position, okay? They don't even have a better position than me. It's plus 0.5. But the really shitty thing is it just doesn't feel like plus 0.5. It just feels unhappy for white. Moving on. I was considering queen d3 here because I wanted to play this knight maneuver, knight e2, knight here, and knight to f5. This is what I wanted. But I didn't play it because I thought then it's easier for him to push these pawns and also harder for me to play knight here if I need to or whatever. So instead I played knight to h4, which was not the right way to go because now it's equal. I do think that takes and takes, I felt okay here. I did not feel too scared, but after knight to g6, I was a bit like, I don't really know what to do. And it's saying play knight e2, but then I figure we just give up a pawn. And this was the source of a lot of my malcontent in this game. I did not want to move my knight from c3 because I did not want to give up the pawn. But apparently this is fine. Apparently I can give up the pawn happily. Here I played g3, and again, not a blunder. Lula has made 0 blunders. Lula is defending well. But then, after this, and it's plus 0.6, he hits me with this move, knight f4. And I was like, why am I being punished? What have I done wrong in this life to deserve a position as white where my pieces look like this and my opponent can happily play this knight f4 sacrifice? I can't take it. Like, of course I can't freaking take it. Like, look at this. Look at the situation at hand. My friends, it's just not a happy time. There's stuff with stuff, and my king is naked. So I did not play for this, and it was the right thing to do, not to take. And instead I just played rook d1 because, you know, I'm playing sane chess. My opponent is the one who is playing unhinged chess, and I'm playing sane chess with the rooks on open file, develop pieces, normal. Okay. And basically during this game, what I told myself was something one of my coaches has told me before. If you haven't done anything wrong, they shouldn't be able to punish you. And I haven't done anything wrong, so they shouldn't be able to punish me. Rook d1, I haven't done anything wrong. Okay, so he can't punish me. It's still equal. Takes. I took with the queen because I was a little bit concerned. I was concerned about stuff like this. And I didn't want to play queen h1. You can see that queen h1 is the only move not to lose the queen, otherwise she's trapped. I didn't want to go for this because it felt uncomfortable. I don't think that's unreasonable for me to say that the position here feels uncomfortable. So I played queen takes instead of rook takes. And now we have queen to c8, which I was expecting because this is looking a bit unprotectable, indefensible, if you will. So I played bishop e2, you can take, and then take the pawn. So I take a pawn as well. When I showed my friend this game last night, he was like, "You're going pawn grabbing?" Oh, you're going pawn grabbing. Well, my opponent is also going pawn grabbing. I'm just taking a pawn so that I am not down material. And if you will see the situation at hand now, I'm not close to getting checkmated. It's not happening. And so this is move 21, and we are both very low on the clock because we have to make 19 more moves before time control, which means less than a minute per move. And I was just mad, I think, because like he didn't even get anything out of it here. And it felt like he played this opening deliberately, like because I am lower rated and he did not want to play something more legitimate and whatever. Okay, I've played stupid openings in classical chess before as well, but it was just like, I think I was just because I was having a bad day already, I just felt like this was the cherry on top. h5, and he is continuing to attack me, king g2, because I'm planning to bring the rook to h1 should I need to do so, and h4. And I wasn't sure exactly what to do. I'd considered many points in this game playing f3, but I never really enjoyed that it blocked the queen's vision of this line at previous points, and I didn't really enjoy that it left g3 undefended. I'm guessing maybe that I would have later used this as an umbrella pawn, like he moves the knight or he attacks my bishop or whatever, and the g3 pawn would be an umbrella pawn. Yeah, I wasn't really into it. And I also wasn't sure what to do here. I just played rook to h1 because I figure anything he pushes here, I will just take with the rook, because I was a little bit concerned about potential stuff with if he pushes, I take with the king, he checks me, I come back, he brings the rook to h2, this kind of activity. So rook to h1, probably a bit overly cautious, knight back. And I saw my opponent has 2 minutes. I have 15. So my opponent is having a really hard time because he expected me to self-destruct against the black lion and I didn't. And so now he is scrambling because his attack didn't work and now he has to play like the rest of an actual game of chess. Except he doesn't because I blunted very soon. So I played queen to d3 because I was thinking maybe at some point there will be something with like rook here, rook to d1, bishop to b6, and like stuff with like queen to d8. And chat was very critical of this move because it allows queen to g4. I honestly didn't even see queen to g4. Clearly my opponent did see it because he played it. I think chat wanted me to play, I don't know, something equally stupid, like queen to c4 was a suggestion I saw after the game in my post-game analysis. But apparently, okay, the engine says like a5. This is what I was considering. I was considering just playing bishop to b6 and a5 and this kind of thing. And it looks like this is what I should have done. But I didn't even notice that I was guarding g4. Like, I don't know. I was really not focused. I was not there during the game. If you watch back on the recap, not on the recap, if you watch back on the stream, I'm just like absentmindedly looking around the room for most of the game. I just was like mentally not present. I was deeply unhappy during the game. I wasn't there, you know? And now, so I just played this bad move, queen to g4, and I do not realize that there is a threat here. I should just play my bishop to b6, but I was starting to be concerned that I had missed something like actually relevant here, like knight to h5, or I don't know. I was beginning to think that I had actually not played well because the whole game I had felt like I was on the back foot just because I'm playing defensively, because I am defending. No one likes to defend, and it is tiring. So yeah, I should have just played normal, just like done some stuff here. But I decided I wanted to try to trade the queens instead. Queen to f3, loses the game on the spot. He saw this immediately. He had like 1 minute, and he saw, and I just hadn't seen. So if you want to pause to look for the tactic, you can, but it is just check, rook takes, queen takes, king takes, g4. And so I resigned. So it's very frustrating to play a fully sound, solid game of chess against an annoying opening and then to fall for a tactic. And my opponent at the end, he actually did say, like, sorry, it was a trap. Like, sorry, it was a tactic that ended this game. I was just disappointed in myself. I was just disappointed in myself because I had survived all the annoying stuff and then I hung a freaking pawn fork. Like, it's funny because it's just so bad. And I know people, when people win like this, like what their coaches say to them is, oh no, you just put enough pressure on for the whole game that your opponent couldn't handle it. And honestly, like, no, like there was not really any pressure towards the second half of the game. I just made bad judgment because I saw that my opponent had like a minute and a half and I was like, okay, well, I will just try to trade the queens. But I just didn't see the tactic, and it's the same as round 1 when I just didn't see the tactic, which is annoying because as you can see from round 3 I saw a great tactic, and it's not like I am tactically blind most of the time, but it feels really, really bad to play a full game of chess and then for it to end this way. Like, this is how blitz games end, not like how I want my classical games to end. So yeah, I immediately texted my coach, like, I'm sorry. And my coach is really nice, so he was like, I think you played really well. What feels so bad is like, there was no point in the game where my opponent, who was over like 300 points higher rated than me or whatever, was outplaying me. Like, he just wasn't outplaying me. And then I just fall for the stupidest thing in the world, you know? So, anyway, that's the recap. I will see you guys for the next recap. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did not enjoy any part of this game of chess, to be honest. And actually, my opponent was very nice. I was mad about the opening, but like, he was nice. Like, there was nothing, he didn't do anything wrong. He just played an opening I don't like, and that's a me problem. So I don't want to give you guys a bad impression of anything else. It was just I was in a bad mood and I played bad. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of the Black Lion, Philidor. And yeah, I hope I do better in the next game. So bye guys.